What's poppin'? It's me. It's Nat, the queen. I'm back, baby. I know y'all miss me.
We were fly, butterscotch. Can't you see it in my eye? My mom been tired. Consistently assisting me.
He said he's leaving, with or without me. I say, where we going? He said, wherever you
I
want.
made that up on my last video. I thought it was cute, so I just decided to go ahead and throw it in here. Throw it in this video. So, today's video, guys, is a little different. I'm going to be doing a video on how to, I would say, progress in life and not stay stagnant and make sure you're always moving forward and getting the most out of what life has to offer to you. So I wrote down a few tips and things that I try to follow that helps me stay focused and helps me stay on track and helps me just stay in my own lane. So my acronym for life is living it fully every day. Okay, that's what life means to me. Living it fully every single day. My first tip would be to loving yourself the way that you expect other people to love you. Because in my experience, first of all, I would say loving yourself and respecting yourself the way you expect other people to love and respect you. Because if you don't love yourself and you don't hold yourself to a standard where you won't tolerate disrespect or you don't accept certain things from people, no one else will hold you to that standard. The world holds you to the standard that you hold yourself to. So if you walk around like anything can be done to you, or anybody can treat you any kind of way, or people can walk all over you, or people can talk to you any kind of way, or make you feel any type of way about yourself, that's what they're going to do. And honestly, it sucks, but the world is a bully. And it's just like sticking up to a bully. If you don't stick up for yourself, the world will not stick up for you. It is your job to set the tone for how you expect people to treat you. My second tip would be your biggest supporter. Don't expect other people to support you the way you may support them or the way you expect them to support you, because you might be let down and you might feel discouraged to seek out your actual fullest potential in the goal that you're trying to reach, because you're expecting for someone else to give you the encouragement that you can give yourself. You don't have to get your encouragement and your strength from other people. Yes, it will be nice to have that, but you can't depend on that. I would be your biggest supporter, be your biggest fan, be your biggest hype man, be all those things for yourself, so that if you don't ever feel you have that from your surroundings, meaning your friends, your family, you are naturally giving it to yourself, so you'll always be able to pick yourself up when you're down and keep it moving. My third tip would be to not compare yourself to other people. Do not compare yourself to Jane from across the street or Robert from down the block. Just don't. You're not that person. God made each person an individual. Even twins are two different people. You are who you are. Accept who you are and make who you are the best you can be. Don't compare yourself to anybody, because 9 times out of 10, the person that you're comparing yourself to, they're comparing themselves to somebody else too. So everybody wants something they don't technically have or they're striving to get. No one is perfect. No one is happy all the time. No one is walking this life in this world like, oh, everything's great. Don't compare yourself to other people. Make what you have for you work. Fourth tip would be to keep your personal business personal. That is, excuse me, one of my biggest things. I hate to see females, males posting their personal business on social media. And when I say personal business, I don't mean like things about you that you're willing to open up so that you could help someone maybe in a manner where you take a situation and make it positive for someone else. That's not what I mean. I mean in the sense where if you're going through something in your relationship, you're posting it on social media. If you're going through something with your friend, you're posting it on social media. If you have an argument, you post it on social media. Like, everything does not need to be posted. Like, keep your personal business personal. That's why it's called personal. It's yours. Not everyone should be privy to what goes on in your whole entire world. You show the world what you want them to see. And that should be it, because you know why? At some point, it will backfire on you and you're going to be looking stupid. I'm just keeping it above. You look stupid when your personal business backfires on you because you decided to share that information. You control what people know about you. And it sucks when people post their personal business on social media and it backfires. I think that's really, it's childish, it's immature, and it's petty, and it just makes you look stupid. So before you think about posting things, think, man, a week from now, or even a day from now, or even a couple hours from now, will I still feel this strong emotion? Will I still be this upset? No, you probably won't. And you're probably gonna delete it anyway, but that makes you look even more stupid that you posted something and then you had to immediately delete it because now you look crazy. So just don't post it. Just go somewhere, meditate, woosah, calm down, and then think with your rational brain, and then you'll know it's not a good idea. That would be my, don't post your personal business, please. My next tip would be limit the amount of access people have to you. And when I say that, I mean in general. You can't give more to other people than you can give yourself. And I have to learn that as a person, being a natural person that always wants to help people. You have to limit the amount of access that you give yourself to people, because if not, you're going to end up being the type of person where you are helping everyone else get where they need to be, and you're stagnant and you're stuck because it's your natural nature to help other people. And there's nothing wrong with helping people. I'm not telling you to not help people, but I'm telling you to help yourself in the process of helping people. Limit the amount of time and access people can have to you, because I know me personally, not everybody could get a hold of me. Not everybody could get my time, and not everybody could get my energy, because at the end of the day, if you don't deserve it, I take it away. And that's just as simple as I could put it. Not everybody can get a hold of me. Not everybody can reach me. Not everybody can get me to pop up to things, okay? I am not the type of person you're gonna see everywhere out and about. Oh, Mixie, I'm not Mixie like that. Like me, you gotta be a special kind of something for me to pull up. Because normally I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. Well, have fun, let me know how it went. That's me, because I just can't be everywhere. I won't be everywhere. Next tip I would say is just to be grateful. Be grateful for anything that you have. You have a roof over your head, you have a car to get in and drive somewhere, you have food on your table, you have clothes on your back, you are one step closer to your goal than you were yesterday. Be grateful for that, because if you take for granted what you already have, you can lose it. And sometimes people are not grateful for what they have and they end up losing it, and then they're wishing that they were where they are in the future. Don't ever take what you have for granted, and remind yourself that even though you're in this situation, it's not forever. And sorry, somebody's calling me. It's not forever, and you could always pick up and start over. You could always do better. You can always be better. Another tip I would say is to make each day a new day. Don't keep bringing in what happened to you yesterday in the new day. Just let it go. And I'm still learning that. I try to do that every day. Let it go. It happened already. It's done. Whatever the case may be. Good, if it's good, yes, live it. But if it's something that's gonna hold you back and make you feel like you're stuck in this place where you can't get out of it, I would say just leave it where it is. It's already happened. Accept it, and then figure out the next steps to make it better, and just move on. The next tip I would say is that life is not a race. It is not a race, and that goes back into staying in your own lane. Don't compare yourself to people, and life is a marathon. Like, there's no shortcuts. You cannot take a shortcut in life. You can't say, I want this, but I'm gonna go fully around it and then I'm gonna get it. You want something, and in wanting that, it requires you to have a certain amount of patience and have a certain amount of discipline, and think that with having that certain amount of discipline and patience that you're going to get it like this. Nothing, and that's saying that good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those who wait, and while waiting are working hard. You can't just wait. Wait doesn't mean sit there and plop yourself on the couch and think that nothing, it's just gonna fall in your lap. You cannot think that because you're waiting, that doesn't mean you're working hard while you're waiting. You got to work hard while you're waiting, because waiting means that you're working hard, because each day you're waiting to get in that place where you want to be, because you're taking a step every day to get there. You can't wait and not work hard. It doesn't work like that. And that just goes hand in hand with praying for something. You can't pray for something and then not make your lifestyle match what you want. You're praying for this, but your actions are giving the complete opposite of what you're praying for. So what's the point? It's like you want it to just be handed to you, and it doesn't. That's not how life works. You can pray for something with all your might, and yes, it should be given to you, but you have to put the action behind that prayer. If you want to pray to become a doctor, you have to study and work hard, and you have to make sure you make sacrifices to get where you want to be. If you want to become an engineer, you don't go every day out drinking at the bar, hanging out with your friends, and you don't do anything to get to your goal. Nothing matches what you want. And if that's the case, you're on the wrong track. You need to reevaluate and figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing to maintain and reach your goal. My next tip would be to never give up on yourself. Ever, ever, ever. There's going to be times where you're down on yourself, and there's going to be times where you feel you could have done better, but you have to pick up and keep it moving, because if you give up on yourself, the world will give up on you. You can't give up on yourself and think that everything is still going to move for you. From that moment on, the moment you give up on yourself, you have completely let yourself go, in the sense where life will no longer have meaning for you. And life is all about meaning. What do you want from life? What can life give to you? And it's not about it all being given to you. Take it. Take what you want. You want something, go get it. That's it. Simple as that. My next tip would be, you can accept, but do not expect. I know some of you may not understand that. Meaning, for example, if I'm doing something and I need help, I can accept someone helping me, but I can expect that people would help me. Because when you expect things, you let yourself down. Don't expect anything from anybody. Anything from anyone. Because no one has to do anything for anyone. Everything that someone does for another person, for themselves, it's a choice. It's a choice. It's what you want to do. Don't expect that people will love you the same way you love them. You just have to accept what people give you and then make it work for you. And that's it. My next tip would be to separate who you were from who you are and who you want to be. Those are all three different chapters in your life. Who you were is the past, who you are is the present, and who you want to be is the future. Don't conjoin those people. Who you were is just that, who you were. You're not that person anymore. The core of you is still the same, but you're elevating each day. You get older each day. Your birthday comes once a year, but every day you're getting older. So don't mix up who you were with who you are now. Who you were should mold you into who you are now, and who you are now should mold you into who you want to be in the future. Take the person that you are now and reevaluate. Sometimes you need to sit down and be like, what am I accomplishing? What do I want to do? What do I want for myself? How am I going to get there? What is it that I'm going to be doing to make sure I get where I need to be? And once you sit down and reevaluate that, and you actually write stuff down. I write everything down. Everything, my day, what I'm doing for the day. I'm just I like to be organized and plan things. And when you do that, things will work for you so much better. And I just feel like life is what you make it. So make it the best you can. And those are some tips that I try to follow to make sure I stay positive in this negative, nasty world, and to make sure I try to get the best out of life and what it could offer to me, my kids, my family, my husband, my father, all the people that I love, So with that being said, I hope these tips, or just pieces of advice, not really even tips, it's just advice and things to do to help pick you up when you're down, or help you encourage yourself and motivate yourself. I'm all about self-love. Love yourself the best you can. Love yourself the way you want everybody else to. And I promise you, When you start doing that, everybody will just love you naturally. Because I'm the type of person, I don't care if people like me. It doesn't matter to me. I love myself enough for everybody. Because, and I don't mean that in a cocky way, I mean in the sense where I hold myself to a standard that nobody could take me off of it. I'm holding myself up here. You can't say nothing to me that's gonna make me feel down here. Nothing. Nothing someone else should be able to spit out words to you and make you feel any type of way about yourself. I want every woman to carry themselves with a respect where you feel like you walking on water and everybody else is just gliding right next to you. And can't nothing nobody say take you off that stride, because that's just what it is. You're in your own lane and that's just what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. I want you to like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back soon with another video. Make sure you guys love yourself. That's the most important tip you take from me. Love yourself. Bye.